Go and speak to Chris, who's a United fan. All right, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris!
Hi.
You've been at the game, right?
Chris, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate.
Yeah,
You've
been
been at
at
the game?
yeah.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, I've been in the game. Yeah, how are we doing?
I'm all right.
All
You didn't
good.
leave early, Chris, did you?
No, I didn't leave early, fortunately. But basically my point is that, 3 points we move on off performance. And, all these fans come on about... my main point is about Rasmus Højlund. He's not good enough. I don't see what attribute he has to make it at the top level. His main attribute is he works hard.
He's got age on his side.
Yeah, but he works hard.
He's a young player.
He's not clinical enough. Yeah, but he's not clinical enough. Two years on the trot. I went to Anfield the other week, and 2 years on the trot, he's had big chances away to Liverpool. I missed them both, and that happens regularly. I just regularly think that people come on with, I'm a big fan of Højlund, but he can't hold the ball up. What's a centre forward meant to do in that system? You want him to hold the ball up. That other caller said he brings people into play. He doesn't. He never. And I do get the point about he wrestles with defending.
Oh, you there, Chris? Chris?
The last year against Burnley, average defenders, like Dara O'Shea, mark him out the game and just, for me. And Zirkzee, they talk about Fella here who got booed off the pitch after 35 minutes the other week. And actually, I think that's had a benefit to his career because since then, the fans have been behind his back. He came on tonight and changed the game. I'm not saying Joshua Zirkzee is the answer, but he's better than Hojlund, and I've got more ambition about Zirkzee than I have Hojlund.
When you say better at what?
What, Zirkzee?
Yeah, better at what? Because I don't think Zirkzee's...
He definitely links the play better than Hojlund. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't think Zirkzee's a number 9.
No, I wouldn't disagree with that. And the way Amorim's played him, he's played him sometimes as one of them two behind the forward, but he definitely 100% holds the ball up better and links the play better. And don't get me wrong, Zirkzee's not been brilliant. And that last caller who said that we should have kept Ten Hag, well, I can't even believe that because that was just a very, very interesting point, to be honest, because that was shocking. But I just don't understand this Højlund. He's constantly backing him. He doesn't score enough goals.
Chris, I think we give him the benefit of the doubt due to his age, and he's still learning to come into a new league. It's not an easy league to come in the expectation on his shoulders to produce 15, 20 goals a season. His return at the minute, I think, is 2, which obviously is not good enough for where we need to be.
What would you say his best attribute is?
I think he makes some good runs. I think he's cute with his movement, but I think he gets far too involved with trying to fight defenders and hold the ball up. I think he can affect the game in better ways than what he's doing, and he needs to try and learn that and learn it quick.
But ultimately, as a centre forward, you want him to finish, and I think that's probably one of his worst attributes.
Do you know what, Chris? Right, so. If you put, I'm gonna try and change the scenario for you to consider. If you put Højlund in a team that are better, he's come to a club that is an absolute turmoil. He's come to a football club that, in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, has struggled for a real identity. Managerial changes, players in and out, mismanagement from the very, very top. He's 21 years of age, and. Look, it's not his fault that he's been bought for the figure that he has. It's not his fault at 21 he's leading the line. It's unfair to expect someone of his age and inexperience to be leading the line for one of the... This wouldn't happen at Real Madrid. This wouldn't happen at Liverpool. This wouldn't happen at Barcelona. I think you forget that you are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and you're asking a young man who's 22 in February... to lead the line of a football club that is absolutely been, from top to bottom, mismanaged. And I think to point the finger at him, there's other directions I'll point the finger in, by the way, than it would be for him right now.
I'm not pointing the finger at Højlund. I just, we're awful as a side at the minute, and, I'm not getting carried away by 2 draws away from home. Don't get me wrong, there were better performances, but you could point a lot of fingers. What I mean is, I think United fans are talk positively about Højlund. I don't think he deserves it. I think he's just...
What does he deserve, then?
Forward.
What does he deserve?
He deserves... I think he's a squad player. You know, he's a backup striker.
Right, okay,
you know,
fine. Okay, listen. No one's going to disagree with that, I don't think. Phil?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Whose fault is it that he's not a squad player?
Well, our recruitment, as always.
Well, then don't... that's the point I'm making, Chris. He shouldn't be a number 1, number 9. He should be a player coming off the bench, playing Europa League football, playing the FA Cup, playing in Carabao Cup. Not starting games where you're leaning on a player who's... the lack of experience is being exposed...
million for him, though.
Pardon?
You can't pay £70-odd million for a forward.
It's not his fault.
Not his fault, that, Chris.
Yeah, it's not his fault, but that's the fee that he is. So, yeah, but what I mean is, people constantly talk about him like he's going to be good. He's going to be good. And I just think like he's had a season and a half now, and he's not clinical enough.
Right, listen, Chris, can you wait there a second? I want to get your thoughts on Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has been speaking to talkSPORT. Mickey Gray after the 3-1 win tonight. Let's hear what he had to say.
You've said many times, Ruben, about your team having to suffer as you go forward. You had to suffer at times in the game this evening, but you got your just rewards at the end.
Yeah, we need to suffer, and we need to understand that every team, even Southampton, that is in the bad moment, they have really good players, and you can feel it that Dibbling and Mateus, without any pressure, they could play like with the quality that they have, and we gave a little bit space in the first half. So in this league, we need to suffer in every game. You need to understand that we need to be really focused and be prepared for the difficulties in every match. And then again, it's really fresh, our 3 losses here. So anything that happened against us is really hard for the players, for the fans, for the coach. But we managed to win, so we had that feeling. Hold on that feeling. Sunday we go again.
Chris, that was your manager, Ruben Amorim. What do you make of his thoughts there?
Well, I said to him, mate, I was walking out of the game tonight. Don't get me wrong, you know, I admire that he's going to stick to his formation, whatever. But this fella's not a Pep Guardiola. He's managed a few seasons in the Portuguese league, and let's be honest, there's players in that league who are bang average and performing. So, you know, for me, it's a glorified Scottish league. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact is that...
He's produced some world-class players.
World-class players?
Yeah, the Portuguese league. Who?
Yeah, but come on. You know, these players like Trincao, who have flopped in the Premier League and are doing well. Marcus Edwards, another one. Gyökeres, yeah, you know, people talk about him at high, but, you know, put him in the Premier League, I don't believe he'd do as well. There's Otamendi still going strong in the Portuguese league. He was past it about 6 years ago. So what I mean is, don't get me wrong, I admire him sticking to his guns, but the results speak for itself. And at the minute, before tonight, we were 15th in the league, and let's be honest, the 75 minutes we got played off the park by Southampton.
All of that is true, Chris. Chris, I'm getting this vibe from you that the glass is very much half empty.
No, don't get me wrong. I love United. I do. I go most games. Always back him. I'll never boo a player. You know, that what happened to Zirkzee was horrible. But actually, I think that's had a benefit to his career at United now because the fans are behind him. He's actually showed a bit of improvement last few games. He came on tonight and actually played well. He came on away at Arsenal the weekend and actually played well. But genuinely, I just think this Amorim, he's got a lot to prove yet. I'm not saying sack him because that's not the answer, but...
Jeez, Chris, you went there. Not sack him.
Chris, too early for that sort of stuff. Come on.
If we lost tonight, we're 15th in the league. He took us backwards today.
Wowzers. Chris, what are you doing?
Would you say any, apart from...
You can't sack him, Chris. Chris, you can't sack him.
I'm not saying that.
You missed it.
Before Arsenal, Liverpool... Yeah. Did you see any improvement in this team at all?
I know, but Chris, this is a huge change. It's like trying to turn around an oil tanker, right? It takes time. Have you ever tried to turn around an oil tanker? Because I haven't. All right, I'm guessing it takes time.
It sounds like you're driving next to one at the minute.
It does.
We conceded. Yeah, but we conceded more goals than we ever had, and to be fair, creating chances is not a problem. That's another point to Hojlund is we've actually, if you look at Bournemouth, we got beat 3-0. We had 4 or 5 good chances in that first half, which we should have put away. You know, so the back, you know, it's not the creating chances. It's an identity that. And actually, I came into the game tonight after Liverpool and Arsenal, and I thought we'd sweep these aside, but we didn't do.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.